Ja. Frauenheld so wie James Dean. Ja. Frauenheld so wie James Dean. Ja, ja, ja.
What is up, guys? Kiwi Bro here, back at you with another video today. Now today the gameplay is Operation Neptune. I am using the Springfield sniper rifle in this gameplay, but today I have a more different approach to the video. I'm going to be explaining to you 10 reasons why I hate Call of Duty World War 2. Now these reasons may be not big major issues that you may think they are, and they may not be enough to stop you from playing the game, but they do hinder the experience of the game, in my personal opinion, and there should be things that are looked at, because it is very, very concerning, in my opinion. So, number one, not a big thing, but it's enough to merit a spot. Now, I'm not doing these in any particular order. It's not 1's the worst, 10's the, the best sort of scenario. But it's just going down a list that I've written. So number one is the sprint out times. So when they dropped the Resistance DLC, they also dropped the map Anthropod, which is by far the biggest map in the game. But what they didn't do is increase the sprint out times. So playing on a map like that, how the fuck are you supposed to get around when your sprint out time is ridiculously short? Now I understand if you've got an LMG, that should be minimized. You're carrying a heavier weapon. You've chosen to take it to that level. Understandable. But if you are carrying an SMG, you're carrying a PPSH, and you've got energetic on and all of that, then it should be well extended. And I'm not really sure how energetic works completely. I've never used it. But anyway, we'll move on to the second thing that I hate in Call of Duty World War 2, and that is the recent DLC. Now they released 3 maps, 1 zombies map and 1 war map. But basically in multiplayer we only got 2 maps because they just remade another map which was already remade last year at the release of Infinite Warfare. Which is the Modern Warfare 3 map Resistance, which is now Occupation. I don't know why they did that. I think it's pure laziness because the map hasn't changed one bit. It's the exact same thing with a different layout on it. They've added Resistance era memorabilia all over the map, and that's the only difference. Now, of course, they've bumped up the graphics, but why not give us a new map? They've gone through all that effort of creating 4 maps, 2 for multiplayer, 1 for the war side, and 1 zombies map, which I may add is actually quite good. But it was just a little bit disappointing to spend that kind of money and be given 2 multiplayer maps at the end of the day. Okay, so reason 3 is the C4 with Saboteur. Now, this is probably just my personal thing, but I hate it when I jump onto a map, say USS Texas is probably the most prominent use for the C4 at the moment, and they've got Saboteur and Expeditionary with the full perk set, and they're running around only using C4. Now, in my honest opinion, this should be nerfed, it should be changed, it should be taken out. Because it is just ridiculous. You jump, you pretty much spawn and run, and you're dead. Because some douchebag's sitting there with C4. Now, granted, it is quite difficult to do, but just get rid of it. There's nothing else I can say about it. Alright, number 4 is the spawns. Now, depending on what game mode you're playing and what map you're playing, some spawns are fine. But say for USS Texas or in such smaller maps, Flak Tower, that sort of thing, the spawns are absolutely ridiculous. I've been spawned in right next to an enemy player that's been looking at me on Flak Tower, USS Texas, and a few other maps, and I just don't understand how that happens. there's no reason for it. They spend a lot of money developing these games, and they spend, well, there's a 3-year rotation, so they spend 3 years making these games, perfecting them, and then the entirety of the game life, which is pretty much until the next release for the next Call of Duty, is spent patching and updating and making it better. But they never seem to master the spawn situation. Now on free-for-all, granted, there's not much you can do. You have to spread it out. So you can't really change that. But for other game modes, domination, team deathmatch, I think it's something that needs to be fixed. Number 5 is the menus. When I first got this game, I could not believe how hard it was to navigate the menus. It was just ridiculous. I couldn't figure out for about 2 weeks how to change my outfit, because you got to go through a whole heap of shit to get to it. What happened to such simple menus? You have your class setups and you have your character setup, and that was it. That's what they had, and it was simple. Even though with the additions of more perks through the games and all of that sort of thing, it's never been this hard to navigate a menu, to set up a class, and like the divisions and all that. And we're going to touch base on that at the end. But we'll move on to the next one, which is the AA gun event that has been talked about a lot. I mean, I jump into, after every 5 games, I'll go into the headquarters. And I have not yet come across an AA gun event. Not once. And it's kind of disappointing, because I've been kind of looking forward to it since the release. And basically, it just goes to show that when they released the game, it was unfinished. Like, if you're going to have an event like that, because if you go into challenges and you go into game modes, under headquarters it says take down so many planes in the AA gun event, and that has been live since the game released. But I'm sure they'll figure it out eventually, and we don't have a lot of time today, so I'm going to move on to the next one, which is matchmaking. Now, I am Prestige 1 level 45, or around there, and I am constantly being put into games with Masters Prestige 90 above. I do not see how that works. I should not be matched up with people that have pretty much mastered the online portion of the game. I don't understand that, and that's something that should be fixed. It should be skill-based matchmaking, and I don't believe it is. They probably say it is, but there's no way that that is the truth. But we're going to move on to the next one, which is score streaks. In Call of Duty World War II, it is very difficult to get score streaks. Now, in other CODs, if you have not been the best player, there has been easier streaks to get. But at the moment, it's 5 kills to get a UAV. Whereas in all past CODs, it's been 3 kills. Everyone can get 3 kills in a row. It's not that hard. And then, you got your counter UAV, which was 4, and your care package, it's 5. But they've changed it, and they've raised it so that it's pretty much impossible for the average player to get score streaks. And I don't know why they've done this, because that's the biggest player base is the noob players. It's people that have just bought a console, they get their Christmas presents and it comes with Call of Duty or whatever. There's probably more noob players than there is pro players. Now, I'm not saying I'm a pro player. I'm probably in between noob and pro, and I'm fine with that. I'm not the best Call of Duty player. I just play it because I love it. But I shouldn't have to be matchmaking shouldn't put me into games with people who have 1,000 maxed out the leveling system. But anyway, we're going to move on to the next one, which is supply drops. I've gotten a fair few supply drops, and over the time that I've gotten the supply drops, I think I've probably gotten about 5 heroics, maybe 6, 2 of which have been the weapons. But I know they're supposed to be hard to get, that's the whole point of it, but you should not be getting, about every 5 crates I'll get 1, but out of the previous 4 crates, they'll all be duplicates. It's fucking ridiculous. They shouldn't be duplicating. If you've got everything, then they should be just giving you what you haven't got. I don't see why they have to make things so bloody difficult. But that's just the way the game is, and they're probably not going to fix this. They're never going to fix any of the issues or concerns that are in the community. I do know that today was the release of the patch to bring Domination XL as a featured game, which I don't think they're going to keep, but this is something that everyone has wanted. I mean, I'm a big Domination player. I've been playing Domination consistently since Modern Warfare. It's my favourite game mode, and it's good for the average noob as well. Back in the day, you play Domination, you can get a lot of points from kills, you can get points from capturing the flag, and some people, all you got to do is capture the flag. You know, if you capture a flag 3 times, that's a fair decent amount of points for someone who's new to the game. It's a good game mode to drop into once you've just started on multiplayer. And I'm glad they bought it, but I hope they keep it here. Just the same as Prop Hunt, they need to keep that in. So finally, the last thing, as I said earlier, that we're going to touch on is the Divisions and Creator Class. So Divisions is what we've got now, Creator Class is what we have always had. And I know Sledgehammer was trying to be ahead of the game and bring something completely new to Call of Duty. But that's not one of the things that they should have touched, in my personal opinion. Creator Class was fine how it was. Now tampering things inside a Creator Class, you know, having the different perks or different ways to do it is fine. Ghosts had a good go at it. When Infinity Ward put out Call of Duty Ghosts, they used a point system to use your perks. So you could actually use more perks as long as you had enough points available to use said perks, which was a good way to do it, but it also gave too much advantage to individual players. I think the best so far was Black Ops 2. That was the best creator class. And I don't know why they keep trying to change things that work. If it works, don't fix it. Don't change it. But that has been 10 things I hate about Call of Duty World War 2. Or, if you look at it another way, 10 things that could be or should be fixed. But I'm going to stop my rant here. I'm going to thank you guys for coming over to my channel. I hope you have subscribed. Please drop a like. Been greatly appreciated. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video as well. A little bit of dirty sniping on Operation Neptune. I love it. Just unlocked gold on this weapon. But anyway guys, thanks for coming. I hope you guys enjoyed. I have been your Kiwi bro, and I am out.
You know I'm too generous. Now I've learned to never help you out.